have here?
Okay, so I have a stalker, and I've made police reports since last June about her coming around.
Hold on. Start the new notepad here. So is this a male or female?
My stalker is a female.
Okay.
She is my partner's ex-wife.
Okay.
And they share custody of children.
Okay.
So I've been making police reports since last June. She has a history of violence, domestic violence charges, but he always dropped them because he's nice.
Right.
Kind of stupid. But
what's her name?
Her name is Talia, T-A-L-Y-A.
Last name?
Steinberg, S-T-E-I.
Steinberg?
Yeah, B-E-R-G.
B-E-R-G or B-U?
B-E.
B, okay. You ever dated birth? All right.
Yeah.
Okay, where does she live?
She lives by like Richards, Montana Verde, like what's another big street over there?
Yeah, I know what you're talking.
Okay, yeah, in that neighborhood.
Okay.
So, no reason for her to be here except a fake boyfriend, who is
her fake boyfriend?
Her fake boyfriend.
Okay.
Which the kids were surprised to hear wasn't her real boyfriend.
Okay.
And he insisted last time I saw him that she was not his girlfriend, and that they were exes since like last August.
All right.
So she's been coming around that whole time since.
You have a phone number for Taylor?
For him?
For her. For the female?
Yeah, let me see.
Has she been sending you messages or anything?
No. One time she sent a message to my partner acknowledging that I want my privacy. And she sends him ridiculous messages all the time, and like has a history of like sending threats and stuff like that. So I just went through a timeline because I'm meeting with, actually this woman saw me last time telling this guy Chris not to bother us anymore. Okay. She will say that I am harassing her by giving you this phone number if you end up calling her, but
well, I may not need to call her, but for report purposes, we'll put it in the report.
Great, thanks. 508.
The area code's 508?
Yeah. 439.
439.
I have another number for her. 207 899.
So what happened now that prompted you to call police? Was there an incident?
So last June, the kids said, and I got them on recording saying it, they didn't know that. They said, oh, my mom's boyfriend, Chris, took pictures of your vans. And then there was vandalism to our vans like a week later. Or no, maybe it was like right before that, and then they came over and told us my mom's boyfriend, Chris, was taking pictures of your vans.
Okay. This was June of 23?
June, yeah.
Okay.
I have like all the dates really well typed out for our lawyer appointment next week. So I knew since then, he's been walking by, maybe still taking pictures, probably telling her where we are, if we're there, that kind of stuff.
Okay. You said him. Who's him?
Chris.
Chris, okay.
In the
red guy with the red truck over there?
Yeah.
Okay.
And his address is Street. So then I knew, I was like, he's always walking by. He crosses way up there to walk by here and peeking down on his place. He walks in front of our in that path, which totally normal, right? If you're looking, it's not a big deal. But I told him, hey, now I'm considering, oh, it was vandalism 2 weeks ago. Swastikas, KKK on my brother-in-law's car in our direct neighbor's garage.
In your neighbor's garage?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they took a report of that and everything. Officer Arroyo was like, I think it was her. So he called her, and she went to the kid's lawyer's office with Chris.
Okay.
Immediately that morning.
Okay.
So that was 2 weeks ago, 6 months after they've been dating, and Chris is going to the lawyer's office with her about vandalism that occurred in her neighborhood. I didn't get a video, but he called her anyways. So I was like, you know what, if I ever see him walking by our place, I'm just gonna take a video of him. And today I got one, and first thing he does when he comes out of there, just looks right at where I park my cars. And he just walks right, this is so bad, I'm sorry. Oh, here, let's see.
So he's just walking in the open space here.
He walks in the open space after he passes us there. But when he passes us there, he just looks directly at us.
Who's us? Who else?
Me and my partner. So it's my partner's place registered under him. It's not technically mine, but yeah, and he just comes in and
So that's
just
him with
looks
the dog?
directly, right away. Yeah, that's him with the dog.
Okay.
So, I mean,
have you guys had any communication between each other, like text message, emails? Have you guys, no?
No.
Okay. Any social media posts?
No, we don't really go on social media, and so if they do it, we don't even know.
Okay.
I blocked her on everything I could, leaked in as much as possible.
All right.
Right when I met him.
All right. Do you have your ID?
Yeah. And I totally understand he lives in this neighborhood and
Yeah.
stuff, but like, I had a suspicion he like walks by and then like tells her if we're here or not and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I just like, I told him, hey, you're part of this now, like you've facilitated it, you know that she is abusive towards us and you're bringing her into this neighborhood. And he was like insistent that they weren't dating, but insistent that she has the right to come around.
Okay.
I have a neighbor who has videos of them walking from the park, both of them, but she's too afraid of her because she's had encounters with her and won't let me use it yet, but that's fine.
How long have you been in New Mexico for?
Like a year and a half.
A year and a half?
Yeah. But her abuse towards my partner has been going on for like a decade.
Okay. And who's your partner?
Casey Onik, O-N-I-K.
One more time?
O-N-I-K.
O-N-I-K?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's not home right now.
All right. You know
Actually,
Casey's...
when he travels, I...
You know his
with
date of
him.
birth?
Yeah. Did I give you my phone?
No. You might put it in your car. All right. Let me just grab your case number real quick.
Okay.
In the past, have you filed any restraining orders? Have you attempted through the courts?
Yes.
247.
I tried. My partner tried through the domestic one.
Mm-hmm.
He failed because, you know, mother bias. She was like, sure, it's annoying, but it's not enough.
Yeah.
And that was in our October of 2022.
And in 2022?
And then I tried a civil one, but in retaliation to his restraining order, she made the children, videotape the children and forced them to testify against us.
Okay.
And so I tried to drop it.
So they have kids?
Messed up the whole
Okay.
thing. Yeah.
So Casey has kids? Okay.
Okay, this is the case number.
That is the case number, yep. The officer Arroyo, you spoke to him. Was he in a green uniform? Was it a K-9 officer?
I think, yeah, he had a dog.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, thanks. And I don't mean to like give this guy trouble, but after he went to the lawyer's office in response to the vandalism, I thought that was very, very weird. And he said he called and made a report too, but it was like 3 hours after. And I was like, don't you think we would have already done that? It was just really uncomfortable. And then he insisted, it was the only time I've ever spoken to him, and he insisted that she had the right to come into the neighborhood. And after that, I was like, you know how we feel. She stalked us on the highway one time. She's a dangerous woman.
Okay. But as far as this incident, you guys didn't have any contact though, right? You just saw him walking by?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
But once he saw me, he turned away.
All right, we'll document it again.
Yeah.
And if you ever do have videos of him like approaching the property or anything, and you do have those, just save those.
Okay, thank you.
Or if there's any communication by text message or
anything
like that, let us know.
I block everything. Once I met him, I got her number blocked right away. I don't like want any trouble, but there is an entrance over there, so that's why I'm like, you don't really have to walk in front of our property. You're right by the Zaccarano entrance. So I'm not trying to give him trouble, but I'm trying to protect myself because I feel
on there.
pretty unsafe. We finally just got a camera up there.
Okay. All right.
She said she's putting some up, so. All right, thank you.
All right. Yeah, you should be able to make it to your appointment.
Yeah.
Okay. Take care.